Thank you for viewing Lena Reads. This is for the sign of Gemini in March. Um, when I was pre-shuffling and meditating, I felt like you might be dealing with some other people's issues, and uh, it might be causing you like to be a little stressed out, or like in flight or fight or survival mode. Anyway, it's getting on your nerves. So um, I feel like you're about to provide solutions, like to the people who need you. You're gonna provide a solution that they can either accept or decline, and you're gonna try to get them out your energy, so that you can focus on yourself. But let's get some cards and see what's the issue. This is the Medicine Woman deck. I chose this deck. I mean, it could be Medicine Man or Medicine Woman, but I chose this deck because everybody goes to the Medicine Man or the Medicine Woman with their problems. And it seems like right now you might be helping family or friends or somebody that you just don't feel like you can turn down. You feel like it's your job. With the King of Cups here, it's like you're offering yourself, but you probably don't even want to offer yourself. You might be done with this like already, and you still have Mars in your sign up until like the 20, what is it, the 26th. And that means you'll be like, you might, some people might be starting shit, or some people might just be ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a season in your life when you're prepared for whatever. And I feel like that could be you during this Mars in Gemini up to the 26th. But with that being said, it is like people do come to you with the King of Cups here. And the Eight of Swords. It's like you're offering advice, but it's too much. It's like people, I think you feel like people might depend on you too much. Then we got the Nine of Swords in reverse. You're trying to help people, friends, family, whatever it is, but it might be too much with the Nine of Swords here in reverse and the King of Cups. There we go. King of Swords comes in to clean shit up a little bit, right? So with the King of Swords here, I feel like as a Gemini, you would be a loving person, but there's a cutoff point, and you're very familiar with it. And I don't feel like you would just turn your back on anybody, but you finna start getting people out of your, like, up out your energy. Like, if I can't provide a solution for you, then obviously you need a second opinion, or you need to go consult somebody else, or you need to ask somebody else, or I can refer you to somebody else, something like that. And then we got the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse. You need to get grounded. Like you need to take your resources back. Like whether it's physical resources or energetically, you need to take your resources back and, to rebuild your own reserves. I'll go ahead and clarify. See what else comes out. This could be a business, like it could be, you might have some people, trying to return stuff, or you might be having to perform customer service for your own business endeavor or another business endeavor. Oh, that's too many. What is this? It's like you seem to be a very influential figure here. But it's overbearing having all this responsibility on your own. Not only that, but some of these energies that consult you are, what do you call it? Combative or argumentative, right? So they hard to please. It's getting on your nerves. I feel like it's you about ready to tell some motherfuckers to kiss your ass, maybe something like that. In some cases, or for some people, but I mean, you're still a loving person. You don't want to leave anything like that. I don't think. But I feel like with the duality in Gemini, you can be pushed to that point. We got two nines clarifying each other. It's the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you feel like you can do without this. If it is a job or a business endeavor, I don't think the advice here is to quit. I think the advice here is to, I want to say, provide a final solution and let them accept or decline. Compromise, but there's only so much that you can give. We got the Eight of Swords here twice. Yeah, it's getting on my nerves too. So it's like somebody might, okay, if it's a work situation, like a business or a job situation, somebody might be trying to get more than what they deserve out of you for what they paid, or what they were, for what you consider them to be worth to you or your business. They might be trying to get over. I knew it. Okay, so the magician came out. And, like, honestly, That's strong energy for me because when I was just sitting up here thinking about what what I'm feeling for Gemini before I started the reading, it was like the reason people come to you is because you have this power. So with the Magician coming out here to clarify the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you have to recharge, right? People will drain you, and the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse here. You got to restock. If you're in business, you got to restock some inventory or something like that. But it's literally like you have to recharge. You have to recharge your batteries. But the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse, but this Magician is clarifying that, and it's in the upright. So I'm saying that with this clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, once you recognize that it's time to introvert yourself, like get the people, get the vampires out of your aura, get them out from around you, you will automatically recharge. Yeah, because the Three of Pentacles is also here in reverse. You might reconsider a contract that you're working, but yeah, you might reconsider a contract, or you might feel like it empowers you to drop this client. And that's, again, if it's a business, if it's a family member or friends, you may just separate yourself for a little while. You may, miss a couple calls. Let them leave you a message. Ain't nothing wrong with not answering your phone, because these days people can text message you, they can email you. I mean, anything. Nobody has to be available on demand for you, right? But it's funny because right before I got ready to start doing this reading, I got a call, and it was not something that I could put off. It wasn't an emergency, but it wasn't something that I turned down, right? However, at that time of night, there's no solution right now, right? Anyway, it did get solved, and but I did not provide that solution. I did hold this person's hand or whatever while they found their own solution, just to make sure they were safe, and didn't feel like they had to be in it by themselves. But that's kind of what's happening here, if it's friends or family. But like I said, you may be reevaluating a client or a contract and what they're worth to your business. Now, let's see here. With the Knight of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, you may have some new clientele coming in. That could be the burden, but it doesn't look like it's the burden. It looks like this could be about to happen. So when you withdraw, like the moon comes into Gemini like around the 20, what, when is it? The 26th or something like that. The moon comes into Gemini around the 26th this month. And that's where you'll start to find that's when your natural instinct will take over. You'll start showing people who you really are. And really, it's not a bad thing, because you do need this recharge here. Okay. Full moon in Sagittarius. This card says, look at the bigger picture. Yeah. So for me, this is saying that with all the other, in the Medicine Woman deck, swords are arrows. Arrows kind of give directions. Swords or arrows point out directions. Swords are information in action, right? Information that is actively being used and usually not being withheld, right? Now, with this arrow showing up here on look at the bigger picture, I feel like this is something that's been probably going on for a minute, or it's probably built up, because this is a full moon we talking about here. So whatever's happening now has built up over a period of time, and you're going to this moon that comes into Gemini on the 26th is going to it's going to bring direction, a change of direction. Right. I'll get one more here from, let's see here. What's on the bottom of that? Oh, look at that. Okay, so on the bottom of the Moonology deck, it's saying bring love into the situation. It's also in reverse. I feel like, okay, it's a new moon, so I'm thinking that you are treating your situation with love. You are treating your situation with love. And now it's time to recognize that the only reason you have this love to give is because you take care of yourself. So sometimes taking care of yourself means saving all your love for you, or putting your time into something else you love to rebuild yourself. Because as soon as this change of direction comes about with and it says a full moon here, once you get fed up with the shit, you're going to change directions. And as soon as you change directions, it's like you just get completely washed over with, an abundance of power, energy and power. So on this deck, it came up to, oh, look at that. Okay, it says to unplug and gift. And again, that's just clarification that once you let these people go, or at least let them know that there's other directions they can take, you will be gifted knowledge, and you'll get your power back. Your power will rebuild very quickly. And you will have more to give, right? This is the gift card. But you'll have more to gift. You'll have more to give once you recharge. But you'll also be reevaluating how you distribute yourself, or how you distribute your own energy, or what all this power and influence that you have, you're learning who deserves to have access to that power and influence. Because everybody don't know how to treat it. Everybody ain't gonna respect it. So you're learning that, and it's going to start it's going to start making sense to you that you can't have all these people around you sucking up that energy, because it doesn't leave you anything else to put forward in your own personal growth. So I want to say I'm gonna call that the message. I really want to keep going on this one. There's one I do want to know. Let's see here, because it's not so much who for me. Anyway, I will come back to this. I'm gonna do another Gemini reading, and we'll see what comes out then. But thanks for hanging out, and I'll see y'all on the next one.